Well, hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk about my music life. Like, that's weird. I want to talk about my music timeline kind of thing, to where I tell you guys about like my music experience from since I was a baby until now that I'm grown up. I am going to try to make this as short as possible because I know this might be a long video. So since day one, music has been part of my life. My mom has actually told me that since I was very small, she would play classical music when I would go to sleep because she had heard it makes you good at math. Did it work? I would say yeah, kind of. I was a pretty good math student. When I was around 3 years old, I remember I was looking through the television channels, and at one point I stopped at a channel that had a live orchestra, and I remember that at one point a bassoon, this bassoon section was featured, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool, I really like that instrument. And then it went to the flute section, and I was like, oh my god, I like that one too. As a child, I obviously didn't know what these things were, but I think that was a moment when I realized that, you know what, I want to play the flute, I want to be in band. So I realized I wanted to be in band in a pretty early stage. Also, as a child, I would whistle a lot. I'm pretty sure my family was really annoyed with me, but you know, they knew it was something I liked, so they dealt with it. I was around 4 when my family started telling me things like, you know, when you go to kindergarten, they're not gonna let you whistle. And me, as a 4-year-old, I was like, it was not a problem once I started kindergarten. Around age 5 or 6, I'm not completely sure, I started wanting a recorder because, you know, music. I wanted a recorder. My mom would always say no, but eventually she bought me one. Didn't really work out. Trying to teach myself how to read music wasn't very easy, so I kind of gave up after a few days. It was a fail. When I was 8 years old, I was in 5th grade, I was just gonna turn 9, I joined band, finally. Once I started playing, I became obsessed with classical music. I would listen to it 24/7. So when I first got my flute, I fell in love with it. It was like the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And then in 5th grade, I got my own flute, which actually my cousin gave it to me. And it's this baby right here. I even drew a little butterfly on it. It's so beautiful. I should stop. Oh no! Okay, so I haven't opened this thing in like a while, and I really need to clean it. It's, I think it's called like tarnish or whatever. It's like getting like little dark marks. I need to clean it. In 7th grade, I actually dented it for the first time, and it was a pretty big dent. Oh, you guys can't see it right there. I hit it with a stand, and it wasn't even that hard. I didn't know how it got that bad, which is not cool. This flute is pretty old. It has a lot of things wrong with it, but you know, I absolutely love it. So yeah, I want to save up some money to either get it fixed or get a new one, which I will probably get a new one because I'm pretty sure like all the repairs it needs, it will probably end up being as much as buying a new flute. So yeah, poor thing. Anyway, let's go back. So 7th grade, I'm in middle school, I kept on playing, and then in 8th grade I joined a jazz band, which we met once a week. And through middle school, my obsession with classical music got to it peaked. It peaked so high. Like, I could probably listen to a song and tell you like who composed it, when it was written, the name of the song or the symphony, concerto, whatever it was, and I would probably be able to tell you the movement as well. Like, I was full on like deep in that classical music stuff, which after studying music for a while, I actually realized that it's romantic, classical, and Baroque music, not just strictly classical music. I actually found out that most of the music I like is either Baroque or romantic, not actual classical music. Also, I forgot to say, with the naming of classical songs, I can still do that, just not as great. I can usually go like spot on with the composer, and then the rest of it I'm like, no. And I don't remember if it was 7th or 8th grade, but I'm pretty sure it was 8th grade. My aunt, well, one, she gave me a ton of classical music CDs. mostly Mozart and Beethoven, which I want to say thank you a lot. And then she also took me to go see André Rieu. I don't know if that's how you say his name. He's a violinist. His orchestra is amazing. I would recommend if you're into like classical music or the such. Go see him. His concerts are hilarious. He's funny, they're fun. The music is amazing. It's just great for everyone and I loved it. I would give it a 10 out of 10. Because of him, I found one of my favorite songs, which is Waltz Number 2 by Shostakovich. 7th grade was also the year I found out about the Beatles. There was this girl in my English class who would always wear the Beatles t-shirts, and there was another guy in band who was also obsessed with them, so I was like, you know what? Let me give them a try. My first favorite song was Here Comes the Sun. I will be making a Beatles video some other time because this video is going to be long enough already. 9th grade, freshman in high school. High school, didn't take any other, actually did take other electives, but you know, band all the way through. Marching band was amazing. I guess band in general. I met so many of my friends there, so many other people. I made so many bonds with so many people that, you know, if I could start like my life over again, I think I would go back and do band again. Like those friends, I'm still friends with until now. And then I met their friends and so on, and just met so many other people. And I also, because of band, I traveled quite a lot. So yeah, it was fun. And then there was also that awesome feeling that when you're in band, people always come up to you and are like, oh yeah, are you in band? Or, wow, you did a really good job yesterday. This makes you feel great. So freshman year, during one of our football games, the band started singing a song. Well, like half of them were. And I was like, oh my god, I love that song. What is the name of that song? So throughout that year and the beginning of sophomore year, I kept on hearing people sing it, and I'm like, I have to know the name of that song. Like, I've heard it before, I've heard it so many times, how do I not know it? It was Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, soon after I became obsessed with Queen, which that will also be another video. A lot of things happened sophomore year, but yeah, my music taste went from classical music to classic rock, as you guys probably know. Sophomore year, I also took my first music theory class. I also started playing trombone. I was made to be a woodwind player because, you know, that didn't go very well. So junior year, I don't think junior year was very eventful in my music life kind of thing. So yeah, let's just skip that one for now. Senior year, I actually started playing clarinet. Our teacher started this like woodwind quintet, quartet kind of thing. Depending on how many people were going to join. And since we already had 2 other flute players, I was like, you know what, I'll try out clarinet. Yeah, I kind of sucked. But you know, like, I was decent. There were some parts that were really difficult for me to play because obviously I hadn't played for that long. But it was an amazing experience. So college, I didn't join band, but I did take a music appreciation class my first semester, which was really easy. And then last semester, I took another music theory class. You know, when you've played for 8 years and have played on your own for 2 other years, total of 10 years in music, a beginner's music theory class probably isn't the best one to take. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I will be making other videos related to music because this video is already gonna be so long that pretty sure you guys don't want to hear it all in one sitting. So yeah, band and music have been such a huge part of my life. I met so many of my friends, which, like I said, I still talk to them. I met so many other people. I got recognized by other people who saw me playing in band. It has helped me through a lot of my problems. It has been like a huge hobby. It has fulfilled me in so many ways. And that sounds kind of creepy and weird, but it has. And it's just like my little coping mechanism. When anything is going wrong, you know, music is always there for you. It's not gonna break your heart. It's not gonna make you feel like crap. It's always gonna be there for you, and it's just something I love so much. This is gonna end here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be making more videos kind of similar to this one, but more specific to artists and bands. So yeah, I will see you guys soon.